Good morning, children. Welcome to my class. Today our topic of discussion would be noun and its kind. Now, first of all, what is noun? Noun is the name of a person, place, animal, thing or quality. So what does noun mean? What does noun mean? Noun means the name. Noun is a part of speech which indicates the name of person, place, animal, thing or quality. Now, which are the various kinds of noun? Various kinds of noun are common noun, proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun and material noun. Now before I proceed further, I would request you to make this chart in your classwork copy. Along with that, also give today's date. Make this chart in your classwork copy and give today's date. Now, common noun. Common noun means a common name given to a particular species like tree, man, furniture, etc. Now, the second kind of noun is proper noun. Proper noun begins with capital letter, right? It specifies a particular thing or person. Now, if I say Rajam is a good man. Now, Rajan is a particular man and man is common to everyone. There may be many man, but we are talking specifically about Rajan. So Rajan would be proper noun and man would be common noun. Got it? Taj Mahal is a beautiful building, monument. Taj Mahal is a beautiful monument. Now see, there may be many monuments. Taj Mahal may be a monument. I can talk about Qutub Minar. I can talk about Victoria Memorial. These are all monuments. So monuments is a common noun. But when I talk about Taj Mahal is only one. So Taj Mahal is a proper noun. See, it begins with a capital letter. Delhi is a big city, or Delhi is our capital city. See, there are many cities. Kolkata, Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, whatever. But when I am talking specifically about Delhi, it becomes the proper noun. Right? Delhi is a big city, or Delhi is our capital city. City would be common noun and Delhi would be proper noun. Now we would be doing collective noun. What is collective noun? It indicates a group, one word which would mean many things together. Now when I talk about army, Indian army, do you think there is only one soldier in the army? No. There are many soldiers which makes an army, right? So army, the word army indicates the whole lot of soldiers together. Similarly, bunch of keys. Bunch of keys indicate that there are many keys in the bunch. Bevy of girls, many girls together. The word flight indicates all the stairs together. Flight of stairs or flight of birds, right? Fleet of sheep, pride of lion. So these words they indicate many things together. Those are collective noun. Now abstract noun. What does abstract noun means? Abstract nouns do not have a concrete shape. That is, it doesn't have shape. You cannot touch it, but you can feel it. Right? Quality, feeling, idea or state. Abstract noun is a quality. It may be a feeling, quality, or it may be a feeling. It may be an idea or a state. Right? Like childhood, laughter, ignorance. These are all examples of abstract noun. Right? Childhood is the best part of our life. Now childhood would be abstract noun. You cannot touch childhood. It doesn't have a concrete shape. Right? Now material noun. Material noun means what? Matter or substance with which a thing is made of. Now gold, wood. I have many I have many furnitures in my house which are made of wood. Tea is made of tea leaves, sugar and milk. So tea leaves, sugar and milk would be material noun. This dress is made of silk. Made of what? Silk would be material noun. I have a watch made of gold. Watch made of what? Gold. So gold would be material noun. I hope you understood the various kinds of noun. Now we would do another classification of noun, which is countable and uncountable noun. Now this is another way in which we can classify noun. We had classified nouns on the basis of say their kinds, like proper noun, common noun, collective noun, abstract noun, material noun. Now this is another way in which we can classify nouns, and in this pattern we can classify noun into countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Now what are countable nouns? These nouns can be counted in number. They can be one or many, that is singular or plural, right? And what are uncountable nouns? Uncountable nouns are those nouns which cannot be counted in number. They denote some amount and they are always in singular and never form plurals. Like if I say give me some water, you cannot say give me 1 water, 2 water, 3 water. You can say give me a glass of water or give me 4 glasses of water, right? Now when I say 4 glasses, see, glass is a countable noun. You can count 1 glass, 2 glass, 3 glass or 4 glass. So when you say give me 1 glass of water, glass is singular, countable noun, and water is uncountable noun. It doesn't have any singular or plural, it is always singular. Now when I say give me 4 glasses of water, see, glass changed its form to plural, it became glasses, but water remained the same because it is uncountable, right? You can say I have 4 pens and 6 erasers, right? Because these are all countable noun. But knowledge, it is uncountable. I have much knowledge. I possess much knowledge, because knowledge you cannot count, right? So countable nouns are always counted. They can be the countable nouns can always be counted in number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have their singular or plural. And uncountable nouns, they cannot be counted in number. They denote some amount. I have much hair in my head. There is very less hair, uncountable noun. You cannot count it, right? And they are always singular and they never form their plural. Another thing is we use many with countable noun. There are many pencils, there are many rubbers, right? But with uncountable nouns we use much, less, little. We use many, few, some. Now some can also be used for uncountable noun, etc. These things can be counted. See, many, few, some can be counted. Much, less, little, some can also be counted, and sometimes it is, you can say give me some rice, give me some water, and you can also write give me some copies, give me some pens, right? So some can be countable or uncountable. Okay, thanks for being in the class. I hope you understood the classifications of countable and uncountable nouns.